What's up, guys? We're doing a window regulator with motor today. And all door panels are pretty similar, pretty much for the most part. You gotta find your hidden screws. So for this one, we got a hidden screw right here. Let's go ahead and take that guy out. Sorry about the traffic. Nice day, got the door open. And my screwdriver is a little small for this one, but it's getting it. This hidden screw is pretty obvious. Some of them get a little trickier. I just did one the other day, I think it was yesterday, where this clips off in two pieces and then there was two screws in there. So we got another screw right here on the door handle. We'll take that guy out. And this should slide off. Here we go. And that door handle looks like it's mounted to this. Usually they slide back or something. This one's not doing nothing. A lot of times there'll be something hidden right here underneath your little door control panel. They'll pop out. And yep, we got a hidden screw down in there, big Phillips. What I'm gonna do is take apart this wiring harness so I can just get this out of the way. A couple of clips. Right, this guy doesn't want to budge. Come on, there we go. And they'll be stiff like that all the time. There we go, got that out of the way. We grab a bigger Phillips screwdriver for this. Sometimes you'll find 7, 8, 10 mil. You never know what size you're gonna run into, but all door panels are about the same. You wanna find wherever the hidden screws are. You might want a magnet too. Sometimes that helps. There we go, we got that big screw out of there. And sometimes there is some hidden screws in the speaker panel. Sometimes you gotta pop these off. But this one looks like it's attached. Sometimes there's hidden screws here or around the bottom and inside of the door. This one doesn't look like it has any. Let's see if it's ready to pop off of there. You're gonna use a big flathead or something. If you're worried about your paint, use a rag or something with it. I'm just gonna get a little pry bar in here and try to pop what I like to call the Christmas trees out. There we go. Now I can kind of grab it. There we go. Now they popped off. Sometimes it helps to get a little fork tool up in there, needle nose pliers, something like that. We got this padding that's stuck. Come on, padding. There we go. Alright. We got one wiring harness here. Bottom. There's one of the Christmas trees. These are the good kinds. They stay in there stiff. You should probably pop this triangle off. This triangle just pops right out. It's got little metal clips that pop right back in. Once again, I need my flathead and I don't know where it went. I'll grab my little flathead for these. A little bit of insulation came out. That's all right. You can put it back in, glue it back in, whatever you want to do. Got that triangle out. So this door panel should slide up and out. This lip of the door fits into the lip at the top. So that's why you start at the bottom when you're popping your Christmas trees. And this little guy will pop this wiring harness out for the light. Or no, that's the trunk door opener. There we go, pop that harness off. Now our door panel's off. You might have to replace some of those Christmas trees. You can get those at AutoZone or whatever. Now we got our insulation to take off so we can get to the window regulator. It's stuck on there with like a type of glue. I tried to be careful taking them off so I can put them back on. The stuff's so tacky, usually you can pop it right back on there. It like never gets soft. It depends. You might have ribbon sealer that's black. All different styles, all different styles. All right, so we got this wiring harness that goes through there. Don't want to forget where everything goes. Start peeling this stuff off. Yeah, like every door panel will have some sort of insulation in it. I want this stuff just to hang down out of the way. See, it's like this tacky substance. All right, now we're down to our window. Our window is just falling right down. Want to see if I can get it back where it goes, but it looks like I gotta loosen the regulator first. Here's our motor over on this side. There she is. Let's open up the new one and make sure we got the right part. Got the new one right here. Cut that tape. Alright, here's our new one right here. Motor looks the same. I like it. Looking good. Let's open her up. This is what she looks like. It's like a big X. The motor spins a gear, and that cable winds up, and it's attached. The window's attached. So as the cable winds, it goes up and down. That's how she works. All right, so our window regulator goes like this inside there. Looking for the bolts like this. Yeah, we got some bolts hidden by that insulation. One down here somewhere. Let's peel that insulation back a little more. There we go, there's our 10mm bolt. Now I basically just want to get this out of here, this regulator. There is a plate right here they might want us to take out to be able to squeeze the regulator out. 10mm. We got our window motor wiring harness right here. Let's use our little screwdriver to pop that guy out. There we go. Let's grab a 10mm. Now, I don't think the window is attached to the regulator anymore because it's just flopping all over there. It fell down. I don't know what the deal is on that. Usually you're going to want to disconnect the window from the regulator. I don't think it's on there anymore. There we go. Now we got this one loose, the left side. Let's take this big plate off. I think we're going to have to be able to squeeze it in and out. Alright, so this little tab is connected to the metal plate right here. I'll push one side in. Push one side in, push the other side in. There we go. And we've got a piece of the window regulator. A little clip right here. Push each ear in, boom, we got our plate out. What was that little guy up there? Just part of the window regulator cable holding it down. All right, we got our motor right here. It's bolted down with a couple 10 mils. Don't want this to slam into the glass or anything. There we go. That's good. That is part of the other arm. Now we got one more bolt down here. Right side of the window regulator arm. Go. I think it's all loose in there. This window has completely came off its track. I want to lift it up, get it out of the way so I don't hurt the glass while trying to grab the whole window regulator out. Wow. I just physically cannot get a grip on this glass. Of course, it always depends on car to car, what car you're working on. I want to get this glass out of the way. Get it out of the way, I got to get it back in its tracks. And this motor However it's moved, it will not work with me. There we go. It's kind of sliding out of my way, and then it jams again. I'm going to get this window regulator back over where it belongs, so it doesn't jam on the glass as I put it back in its track. There we go. It's in its track. Good. Won't shove up. It's hooked against something. What is it hooked on? I'll just keep on playing with it, creeping it up further, further. There we go. I think we got it finally. You know, you don't want to break your glass, you know? Okay. You could jam a rag or some cardboard or something in that window to keep it up, out of the way. I got this handy suction cup. Whoa. Now we gotta figure out how we're gonna get this out of here. Bend this guy down and get him out. There we go, we got that side out. There we go. Try to remember how you got it out. So you're gonna want to be able to put the new one in. Here's our old regulator. Right there. Chunk is broken off right there on the window. So that's supposed to snap in on the window. Right here, it bolts in, the window's damaged. Looks like we gotta take the window out. We're gonna slide it off the checks, come up at an angle, and bam. Our window glass is out. These tabs on the window glass are broken. That's what's supposed to hold the window in. And those are just glued onto the glass with this really heavy-duty adhesive. That's what broke. Set this guy down on cardboard where it's safe and figure out what my next step is. One little note just to start off with, there's a screw right here. You can squeeze these two tabs together, pop the lamp out. See, this one was just broken off. Somebody's opened this door panel before. So you can take that guy out to get to that screw. The other thing is, this just fell right off on this guy. So You gotta hook it back up in there, top of the door panel. And yeah, just fell right off. So we'll hook that back up and set it in place. Got a new window glass in. Got it from a junkyard for 40 bucks. That was the easiest way to go about it. Local junkyard had it. It's a couple cars that have the same window glass. It's time to put our regulator back in. Went with a new window regulator. Other one was worn out, you know. Alright, she just slides right in. That's pretty cool. All my old hardware down here. The window regulator box. Let's start lining this guy up. I was stuck on the window just a little bit. I had to bring it down under the window. Now it's in place. We got our 4 bolts on the window regulator, the arms. On this replacement guy, we just got the 1 bolt for the window motor plate right there. Window motor is already mounted in its own way, so there we go. We got to get these tabs of the window to line up with the arms of the window regulator. Alright, so we're missing 1 piece of hardware. So these 2 shorter bolts go to where the window mounts, the window tabs are. So with this redesigned window regulator, it should have gave me an extra bolt, but they didn't. Sorry, I got a bucket of bolts. I'll find one that fits it. So right now we got everything locked in place loosely. And yeah, I'm gonna bring those tabs down. And they sit into the window regulator in these little grooves and then bolt in. This guy almost lined up. Let me line up the other side. There we go, got the other side lined up. And this side kind of fell out of place. I'm just gonna put the bolt in this side real loosely. Get this guy lined back up. There's these little slots that fit on the outside the window regulator tab. These little tabs on the window that fit on the outside of the window regulator, and then the big tab goes on the back side. There we go. Got them all lined up. Everything's in loosely except for this one bolt on the window motor. I gotta find a bolt for that and tighten all of them down. And I'm gonna take the wiring harness back off. I put it on there so I could test stuff out. We'll put our insulation back on. Make sure your wires go through the right holes. Some of these pop clips came out of the door panel. I'm gonna slide them back in their groove, put them on, and they just pop into each one of these white holes. So yeah, insulation back on. Send your wiring through the slot right there. Put your door panel on. You're gonna wanna hook your door panel over this top lip and then work it down. And feed your wiring through the door. Hook it up. Yeah, that's the easy part. All right, we're about done here. That should about explain it. Put everything back together.